Ashamed to ask, ashamed to admit, got Jewy questions. This is it. Wise, wicked, simple, or unsure how to ask. We'll open up the books, the ark. We'll open up your cynical heart. No such a thing as a dumb question, okay, that's mostly true. Tammy and Shoshana are here for you. Ashamed to admit, ashamed to ask.
It's everything you didn't get in Jewish studies class.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, welcome to the very last episode of season 4 of Ashamed to Admit, presented by
The
Jew.
Independent.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
We always have to call them the real name first.
Okay, go.
Presented by the Jewish Independent, also known as the Jindependent. I am Shoshana Gottlieb Becker.
And I'm Tammy Sussman.
Are we going to hang out after this? Probably not. We just never see each other again.
I was just about to say I'm feeling emotional about this because finally when we're starting to build trust and rapport, how are we going to celebrate our final episode?
Well, I had the idea of every so often in this show when we find a topic that really gets us going, but we have to tamper ourselves because we just don't have the time and we can't go on too long a rant. So let's just have an episode of rants.
Okay.
Things that piss us off.
I feel like you do go on a Shoshana rant at least one time every episode and I love it. Do you want to start?
No, you can. I'll be nice because it's our last day together. Take the lead, Tammy.
All right. I would like the Jewish community of Sydney specifically, but I'm sure there are other communities around the world who share this point of view. Just admit that you are Reform. Stop pretending that you are modern Orthodox. Okay? When I've written here, I actually quite like this. I was going on a rant as I'm typing. Stop pretending to be modern Orthodox when you're just a misogynist who feels uncomfortable with women in positions of power / wants to avoid your wife and talk crypto with the lads in the men's section.
Okay. I agree with you about a lot of these things, I think for different reasons. Misogyny is not an Orthodox issue, right? You can be misogynist and in the Reform community.
Okay.
I think my angle to this is twofold. Number one, don't use your religiosity to justify what is just your political views, whether that's about women or whether that's about queerness or about immigrants. You know what I mean? Stop using your religious language to shroud your other extracurricular beliefs. My other thing with the Reform piece is that I think that a lot of people, again, specifically in Sydney, don't realize that they could be Masorti.
Yeah.
And we've discussed this before.
Well, I'd never heard the term Masorti, which I...
Or for the people who don't know Masorti, or if you're American, it's just the conservative movement, which was started for people who wanted the modernity of Reform but still wanted the tradition and the things that were familiar to them. That kind of upgrade or update rather.
Can I just say I was not suggesting that if you are modern Orthodox, you are misogynist. I just had a very specific example in my life of someone who did not want to practice anything, and when I said, well, let's go to the Reform synagogue because maybe you'll relate a lot more to that, they were like, I just don't feel comfortable with a female rabbi.
Oh, yeah, that's I call that the Reform ick, right? That everyone in Sydney, and again, this is so specific to our city, everyone in Sydney, for the most part, is brought up with the Reform ick because most of our institutions are run by Orthodox and modern Orthodox or Orthodox people. And so the worst thing you can be, according to some of these rabbis, is not off the derech, is not, anti-Zionist. The worst thing you can be is Reform.
Yeah.
Because it's not real.
Well, it shits me.
It does annoy me too. And I think my take is that enough people hate us that we don't have to hate each other. That's my take.
Yeah. My take is better to be part of a community and
100%.
go to a synagogue with a female rabbi, especially if you were raising girls, than do nothing.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. All right.
My rant?
Your rant.
I think it's time to end two different phrases. The first phrase is as a Jew.
Okay.
The second phrase is as a Jew. Because what happens is a lot of people are angry at left-wing Jews using their Jewish identity to legitimize and justify, again, their political points of view and base their politics in Jewish tradition. And you get angry at them for that. You are doing the same thing. You just agree with your opinions. When you're calling someone an as a Jew, you're saying your politics as a Jew is wrong, but my politics as a Jew are right. And you're doing the exact same game. It's just that you agree with what you have to say.
Yes.
And I think that is so fucking stupid. And I think that and again, it's this game of, identity legitimacy and who has the right to say what. I'm just put a moratorium on it. We all have opinions. And you can't be angry at as a Jews and then turn around and joke that two Jews, three opinions. You can't hold those two things at the same time inside of you. It really grinds my gears.
It does. I think I actually ignited this rant because I wrote, I'm very happy you've discovered some Jewish ancestry, but don't weaponize it to hate on Jews.
So again, I'm going to augment this. I'm happy you've discovered some Jewish ancestry. Don't weaponize it, full stop. Stop speaking on behalf of people.
Yeah.
And I think this in general of messianic Jewry, of there's this one lady on Instagram who posts so much about being Jewish and then is a Christian and believes in Jesus. And it really just gets me going. And I have people send me her content being like, isn't this great? I'm like, no, she's messianic. She fundamentally believes in a principle that the Messiah has come and is Jesus that we as Jews do not accept. We don't think the Messiah has come yet. And it really ticks me off.
You as a Jew don't believe that the Messiah has come yet.
No, that's that is fundamental to modern Judaism. That is what created modern Judaism. Back in the day, rabbinic Jews said...
I know, I feel like you're speaking on behalf of all Jews.
Huh?
Some Jews feel that the Messiah has come.
You know what they're called? Christians.
I was going to say, you know what he's called? Alex Rivchin.
Oh, yeah, true.
That
Rivchinites.
That clip has reached
Everyone.
all corners.
Everyone. I had so many
internet.
co-workers find me and follow me from that clip. And I'm like, guys, what are we doing? Follow me from that clip and then never mention it in person. Ladies, what are we doing? No, so
Okay.
I will also say you didn't inspire that rant. That's always percolating.
right.
Last night, I was at my friend's house for dinner. Just Motzei Shabbos pasta. It was really fun. I read her both of our list of rants. And so I've had all of these rants already in the last 24 hours and I'm still just as angry about all of them now sitting here.
All right.
Yeah.
Did any of my rants make you angry? Do you want a rant on top of a rant?
No, there's agreements and disagreements I have with you.
Okay.
Okay, what's your next one?
My next one is quite relevant. So if you've asked Shoshana, the famous one, to keynote a Jewish event and she says no, and then you reach out to me and say, hey, Tammy, we'd really love for you to guest speak at this event. Please just be upfront and say we already asked Shoshana and she said no, because chances are Shoshana's going to tell me.
I do every time.
Every time.
I will also say I'm really sorry to the people who do reach out to me as, again, inverted commas, the famous one, because I never do anything. People have stopped reaching out because I don't have the time to say yes.
Yeah.
But I will always give you a heads up before you're going to get a message.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
That's fine.
If you want to do the same back.
Just for the record, I've already been doing the same back.
Yeah.
No, but following up from that, so I was asked to deliver a speech for Pride, a Pride service at North Shore Temple Emmanuel in Sydney, in Chatswood. And the people need to know that the cantor there, he's been there for a year. Mm-hmm. He's 38.
Yeah.
Lovely human.
Amazing.
Great voice. Single.
Wow.
Okay?
Who's he looking for?
Female, what I gathered.
Okay.
good person, someone who is, he has no idea I'm doing this. And he may even be upset that I'm doing this. And I don't care. I'm just going to do it anyway. You know why? That congregation is smaller than the one in the east. Now, I'm not trying to take people away from our mates at Emmanuel Synagogue. But all I'm going to say is lots of parking
On the north.
on the North Shore. It was 3 hours free parking.
Wow.
3 hours free parking.
Wow.
Cute cantor,
Single. Yeah.
why aren't they using this in their social media campaigns to bring more people into the
Do you
shul?
follow them on social media?
No.
So you don't know if they are or aren't
I can
using
guarantee you they have not used that, because otherwise it would have come across my,
your page?
yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do that because I was at Emmanuel Synagogue of the East.
Yes.
And so that's why I
And because you keep Shabbat and you weren't going to drive.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, they could have put me up, but I had a previous engagement.
Yeah. Anyway, it was lovely.
Do you know what the previous engagement was?
What?
I got inducted onto the board of Emmanuel Synagogue.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on the board now.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Now you definitely don't have time to do all the other stuff. Your turn to rant.
My turn. This is coming from Shoshana the teacher. I am sick, and I've been saying this for a long time on the internet, I'm so sick of people being like, well, they didn't teach us that in Jewish studies class, because the answer is they did. They taught you that and you weren't listening. And I know that as a teacher because I've had the principal walk into my classroom and be like, what is the name of the Jewish New Year? And I've had students go, I don't know. And I'm like, yesterday's entire class was on Rosh Hashanah. We spoke about the word Rosh Hashanah like 58 times yesterday. And so you as an adult don't remember what you learned in school because you weren't listening in school. You can't say, oh, you didn't teach us about this niche biblical character. This, like you've been holding feminist Torah from me. No, you learned about them. You just weren't fucking paying attention.
Disagree.
No, absolutely. Like that is absolutely it.
Our teachers were not as good as you, Shoshana.
No. I'm telling you, across the board.
You cannot know that. You have not sat in on everyone's Jewish
I
studies.
am telling you that they taught you things and you just don't remember it.
They did not teach me that Noah had sex with his son when the son was drunk.
Okay, firstly, that's a midrash that it was a sexual assault. Secondly, you have to keep it age appropriate. I'm talking when people are like, why aren't they teaching us about these kick-ass women characters? Why aren't they teaching us about this thing? Like, maybe it's around Israel, all of that stuff. We did. We talk about it as teachers in class.
You went to a religious school where you did lots of Jewish learning.
No, I'm telling you, you were taught about it.
I'm telling you.
And you didn't listen to it. And it's about, oh, these minhagim that we don't know about. I've never heard this before. Hey, Alma posted about it. Yes, you fucking did.
All right, agree to disagree. Next rant.
Okay. You need to stop assuming that sending your kids to a Jewish school will keep them Jewish if you're doing nothing at home. And this is just across the board. There are studies being done in Australia of like literally the single thing, like the thing that is most likely to make a child retain Jewish identity later in life is what they do at home. That's the number one thing. Jewish schools is actually like third or fourth on that list, behind like going to yeshiva / on an Israel trip and behind Jewish youth movements. And I think that Jewish schools, don't get me wrong, right? So invaluably important
Foundational.
to the Jewish world and to our community. But you cannot be angry that your child cannot say Kiddush, right? And I've had people say to me like, this kid should be able to say Kiddush. And I'm like, we don't sit in class all day practicing Kiddush for Friday night. That is something you have to do at home with them, right? You can't outsource Jewish identity to schools or to youth groups. You have to be, if you are serious about your Jewish identity, and this is less a rant and more like me imploring people, you have to be investing in it at home, whatever that looks like for your family. If Shabbat for you is we make Kiddush and then turn on the TV, make your kids say Kiddush before you turn on the TV, right? If it's belonging to a shul, actually sign your kids up to a shul program. Like we outsource so much of our lives to other things, and that doesn't work for Judaism. It doesn't. You have to walk the walk in some capacity for your kids to retain any of that pride of identity and the desire to continue it.
All right. I agree with you. On the topic of Jewish schools, and this one you don't agree with.
I don't necessarily agree with you.
I'm interested to hear your point of view.
Okay.
This is something that's come up a lot with my friendship group. We have kids that are school age.
Very different discussions than what my friendship groups are having.
Yeah. So my rant is don't ask for Jewish school fee assistance if you / the grandparents can afford it. Save it for the people who need it. / there needs to be an investigator in schools making sure that scholarships are going to the right people.
Okay, like totally disagree.
Okay, go, because I kind of already disagree.
Number one, all subsidies are means-based. So it's based, like, you don't just, like, apply for a subsidy in order to get it. You have to, like, submit documentation of how much you own before you get a subsidy.
I've heard that there are new ones coming out that are not. So that's where this comes from.
There's a difference between a subsidy and a scholarship. Academic scholarships, you should not be punishing children for how much money their parents make.
Of course not.
So academic scholarships is like...
I left that out.
But it says for scholarships, right? Making sure scholarships are going to the right people.
I said fee assistance.
Again, like all subsidies... Unless you're talking about like everyone gets it, subsidies, they're means-based, right?
All right.
The other thing is that I think that there is a growing number of people who are perceivably wealthy who still can't afford Jewish school fees, right? And if you're thinking about a family who, I don't know, an engineer father and a designer, whatever it is, they have money, right? And they have 4 kids. Jewish school fees are still going to cost them in the upper years, like $40,000 a year for 4 kids. So even families that from the outside have some kind of material wealth still can't actually afford those school fees, right? And go into debt in order to give the kids that education. I don't think we are in a wealthy enough community that something like this should apply. Okay, is it my turn?
Yep.
Leave the Holocaust alone. Let's stop comparing everything to the Holocaust. We are not living in pre-Nazi Germany, even if you do feel unsafe as a Jew. Again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If we were living in pre-Nazi Germany, our government wouldn't be giving us a royal commission, right? Like our government supports us as Jewish individuals living in this state with certain rights. It's simply not Nazi Germany. On top of that, I think we should never call another Jew a capo or Judenrat. I think that is a disgusting term to wield against a fellow Jew. I judge you immediately if you do use that word. Don't think you should use it. And again, I think that like the Holocaust was such a singularly terrible atrocity. It doesn't need to be the litmus against which we hold all other bad things that happen to people and Jews. And I'm really sick of, and again, because I teach about the Holocaust, the more I study about the Holocaust, the more I'm like, wow, did you know how bad the Holocaust was? Like, as much as you think you can conceive of it, worse. And I just think that it is so horrible that we use it as this football in our games of whose life is worse. Around the world.
Okay. So you're saying this to Jewish people, but you're also saying
I'm saying it to everyone.
People.
I'm saying it to everyone, right? Like we like there's enough bad in the world that we don't have to like compare everything to the Holocaust. Things are allowed to be bad in their own right. I think specifically I hate the term capo, mostly because number one, like there are no modern day capos, but number two, and I think this is like a huge part of my approach to Holocaust, is that you can't judge what anyone did in the Holocaust, right? You were not in that situation. You cannot make a judgment about how someone chose to stay alive because you have the privilege of not being forced to think about that. And I think that like have some fucking compassion. It was the Holocaust. Like that shit's crazy. Quote me on it. Like Holocaust was bad. And I'm just like, not only am I sick of the term capo, I'm actually like it's repulsive to me when people use that term. They've just lost me. I'm like never listening to anything they have to say again. Like genuinely. Yeah.
Hallelujah Shoshana in 10 posts.
Literally.
All right. I don't have any more rants.
I'm going to have so many other ones.
You.
Okay. Number 1, stop being mean to Ashkenazi food. It is not flavorless. You've just only had bad Ashkenazi food. I think it is miraculous what our ancestors managed to do with very limited resources, and we should commend them for it.
I agree with you. So I'm not going to rant on top of that rant. Next.
Great. Stop turning Judaism into bagel and lox, also on the back of food, right? Stop turning Judaism into a sloganed thing. It is much more than bagels and lox. It is much more than whatever pickles, whatever fun little, and like, I don't know, what fun little slogan you've come up with to define it. It's more than that. And I think by dumbing it down, you are doing it a disservice. On the back of that, I'm going to read this verbatim. Stop saying Judaism has no afterlife. You are misunderstanding an already vague Tumblr post that was kind of wrong. Okay? Everyone loves to say, you know what's the difference between Judaism and Christianity? Judaism doesn't have an afterlife. Incorrect. We have the concept of Olam Haba, the world to come. What you mean to say is that we don't have this concept of like fire and brimstone hell and heaven that Christianity has and all of that like very old imagery, but we do have the concept of an afterlife and a place that our soul goes to and the process that our souls go through if they did bad things in this world, right? It's not a purgatory and it's not a hell, but it's like a cleansing process. And I'm sick of you saying that that's not the case. It really just irks. It grinds my gears.
What's the vague Tumblr post?
Oh, just people like, it's just all of that shit back in the day. This is, again, all of like a lot of, and this is also, don't get me going. So much of current internet Judaism is just a decade-old Tumblr post that people are rehashing and reposting all over again.
Right.
And what is already a vague thing is losing even more nuance and meaning. And again, that's what I call like slogan Judaism. You know what I mean? It's like you can't distill our beautiful culture, history, religion into like a tweet.
Slogan. Yeah.
Really sick of it.
Yeah.
And then on the back of that, of really annoying fucking Tumblr posts that grind my gears, stop saying Judaism is all about wrestling with God in a negative way, right? Stop saying that the idea is to fight God in a parking lot behind a Wendy's or whatever dumb fucking post was on Tumblr 10 years ago, because we are still in community with God. I think that is what a lot of you people misunderstand.
You people.
Yeah, you people. Wrestling with God is not about being angry with God. It's not about body slamming God to the ground and like, you know, getting at God with the chair, right? To wrestle with God is to love God deeply. And I do feel like when a lot of you talk about fighting God behind a dumpster in the parking lot, you're missing what it's about. And it really grinds my gears.
So what does it mean to be in community with God?
You're like, we're in relationship with God.
Still, it's ongoing.
It's ongoing and it's evolving. And it's not about like, and I know that like, you know, Yisrael comes from God wrestling, like the wrestler of God, but like, it's not like it's about like, I don't know. I just feel like so much of the language behind how people talk about wrestling with God and defining themselves by that is about this like having altercation with God, but it's not about that. It's about being in deep intellectual, emotional relationship with God. And like, you don't talk about wrestling your partner in order to understand and grow with them, right? It's like, it's more than that. And I just feel like we're misusing terminology and again, when we distill our entire culture into like something that you can post and get likes on the internet, you kind of just like fuck it up. And it doesn't, and it's like, it's been cheesing me off for like 15 years at this point. Like it really annoys me.
Okay.
I only have two more.
Yeah, go.
Learn how to Google things. This doesn't just apply to the Jewish world, but it really does. And I think it's in two different ways. Number one, AI doesn't count. ChatGPT is not the same as Googling things. Learn how to Google things and find a link to then read an article about.
Yourself, yeah, because ChatGPT can hallucinate.
Yes. Number two, and I always think this, I've never actually posted this, so maybe I'll post this after. Fake it till you make it. If you don't understand something about the Jewish world, Google it. Don't get angry that you weren't given the chance to learn it. And don't just like tap out of discussion and community because it's reached something beyond you, but like take the time. Like there are so many good resources on the internet, right? Bookmark My Jewish Learning and Safaria and Chabad.org. And when you have a question, just go and search on those websites and find, like, again, one of the beautiful things of the internet is the way it's democratized access to ideas. But you still have to put in the effort to go and find those ideas.
That's pretty funny. I thought you had this on the page because you were sick of people DMing you to ask you questions.
No, I'm sick of people like whenever I'm like, ask me anything, they're like, well, how do I get more connected? And I'm like, it kind of sucks. The answer is just be more connected, right? Like it's not something magical that's going to happen to you. Like learning is not something that just happens. It's something that you invest time in.
Yeah.
And I'm just like sick of people not Googling things.
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend about this last night, and she said that she's sick of people not asking their friends anymore. So she's a new mum, and she says that she's constantly seeing people turn to ChatGPT or other LLMs for advice. And what you're doing when you do that is you're stripping yourself of the community of women around you who've gone through and parents who've gone through similar things. And why are you trusting this faceless, non-intelligent entity when you could be going and getting like a recommendation from a friend or like what worked for you, a person I know and trust. So like for her approach, it's stop Googling things and ask someone in person. And for me, it's just like put in effort. When I say Google something, put in the effort to know things.
Yeah. Can I share something?
Sure.
Last night, I went to a trivia night. It was a fundraiser for my eldest daughter's primary school. It was the first time I've done trivia in a post-AI world.
Interesting.
So no one could look anything up.
Yeah.
No one remembers anything. I was like, wow, this is scary. There was a logo section. We understood logos. That's very visual. We could make those things. Like geography, history, like these, it was very rare when someone remembered a date or something.
So sad.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Really sad.
Sky and I are currently watching Pop Culture Jeopardy, which is so fun on Netflix. Big fan.
Okay.
And so that's like knowing things. And actually it'd be perfect for you because of it's pitched slightly before our generation for a lot of the questions.
She just had to throw that in there.
Yeah. My last point, I have one last.
Yeah. I love that you're ending with this one.
Yeah. We as a Jewish community have to appreciate Steven Spielberg more. And not for the contributions he's made to the preservation of Holocaust memory, but to the fact that we are proud to have leaders in our history like Moses and Maimonides and Rashi and King David. I don't think we appreciate enough that the single greatest visual storyteller of all time is a nice Jewish boy. We don't appreciate that enough.
My generation does.
People have forgotten.
Okay.
People really the man is a beast. We have to, as a kehillah, the same way we have a Kalebach minyan, the same way we read Rav Sachs in Shul on Shabbat, we have to start appreciating Steven Spielberg as a Gadol Hador. The man is important.
I think you need a t-shirt. Steven Spielberg is important.
He is a leader of our people.
Okay.
And he has done more for the Jewish people than most like influential Jews today.
Wow.
Genuinely. Schindler's List is one of the greatest movies of all time. It is.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, and it got to the point where I haven't seen it. Like, it got to the point where I'm like, well, now I just can't see it.
No, you really
And I
have
haven't
to.
read The Diary of Anne Frank.
Yeah, if you didn't hear that was AJ
Yeah.
gasping.
AJ hasn't read it either.
He's not Jewish. It doesn't matter. AJ, it's a good book. You should read it. You're a Jewish woman who I'm assuming had an adolescence.
Yeah. I wasn't much of a reader of those things. I was reading my mum's erotic Shifra Horn books. All right, let's wrap up
It's crazy.
this season 4 finale.
With our last Shame in the Shtetl.
Our very last Shame of the Shtetl.
Okay, let me pull it up.
All right.
Okay. This is from a WhatsApp group. No, sorry, from a Facebook group. From a community in a city, in a country, in the world.
Mm-hmm. And it reads,
in bold as do you want me to read it? Can you want to read it?
we'll take turns,
Okay.
but you give the headline
Okay,
in bold.
this is the title. Food for the Nanny. Hi, mums. Would love to hear everyone's opinions / expectations.
I have a nanny who comes to help in the evenings, including cooking and feeding my LO, little one, dinner. I have seen on our camera that she eats some of the food she's cooking. Initially, I saw her picking food straight out of the air fryer bowl, which I found really gross considering that's where my daughter's food is coming from. So I said if she's eating, please put on a plate. She now serves herself a full plate of whatever she's making for my little one, LO, which was not my actual expectation and was never discussed. I find this so awkward and not sure if I say anything or just leave it.
Oh boy.
Shoshana's mad.
I'm like, this is literally a Chilul Hashem. This is desecrates the name of our community. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's posted in a Jewish group.
Yeah.
But like, number one, I also don't understand the trend of everyone having cameras in their house, like on the inside of their house. Like, why are you creating your own panopticon for your kids?
It's a lack
and
of
guests?
trust and
I hate
helicopter
it.
parenting. Yeah.
This is like what I think is like a fuck around and find out. Like, oh, you're so upset that the nanny who you're employing and probably should be feeding on like, you know, a moral level because she's in your house around dinner time. You're upset that she's taking like a little piece out of the air fryer. And so you say something and you think you're being polite and say, like, if you want food, like take a whole plate. And so you can't be angry if she's taking a plate. You told her to. You know what I mean? Like you told her if you want food, take a plate. She said, okay. Bet I'll take a plate.
Yeah.
You can't be angry at that.
Okay, first correction is it's not dinner time. It's little one dinner time, which is like 5 p.m.
I'm sorry, if you're with them from like, if you're picking them up from school and helping them around that time,
Yeah.
like it's understandable to want to snack around 5.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know, I'm just like, I hate that person.
Why?
I hate that person.
You are ratting on another Jew. Now, I don't want to use the K word.
No, I hate that person.
Okay.
I'm like, just be normal.
Didn't you just
like
say Jews shouldn't hate on other Jews?
No. My thing is just for frivolous reasons.
Okay.
And for intercommunal like broigus, which is silly. Mm-hmm. But when someone is so stupid, it's allowed. I'm sorry. Like genuinely, the only advice I have to give to this person is be normal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, have human emotions.
I found it funny that she's grossed out by this person putting her hand in the air fryer to give the little one some food. This person is handling everything that your little one...
This person is making the food.
Yeah.
Like, are they supposed to wear gloves? Are they picking out the food but then like licking it each like tip of the finger and then putting the hand back in? Like oh my God, like be normal. Be normal.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you people? Anyway, can I also just point out that my jumper says friend of Yentl.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And Sky embroidered this for me.
Sky embroidered that for you?
Yeah.
Is that why your wife is better than everyone else's wife?
That's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Thanks.
Are we going to end on that by you telling someone to be more normal?
Honestly, yeah. I think like
All
I'll make it a rant. Be normal.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem is people just stopped being normal a long time ago.
If you remember one thing from this entire season 4, let it be.
Steven Spielberg is our most important Jewish person.
And
be normal.
And with that...
That's it for season 4. We made it through. I thought we were going to get cancelled a long time ago. I thought they'd give us 2 episodes.
I'm really proud of us.
I thought they'd be like, oh God, we're not investing anything more. But we made it to the end of a whole season. Maybe
24 episodes in season 4.
Maybe another season? Who knows? We'll find out. But this has been Ashamed to Admit with me, Shoshana Gottlieb-Becker.
And me, Tammy Sussman.
This episode was brought to you by the Jewish Independent, also known as
The
Jindependent, with Alleyway Productions.
If you enjoyed season 4, tell everyone you know. And then check out other podcasts by the Jewish Independent, like the show Finding Our Why.
At a time when being Jewish often involves a fight, Itai Flesher and Courtney Winter-Peters explore what drives us to be Jewish, asking not what we are fighting against, but what we are advocating for.
Join them to discover the drivers that make us dig in and embrace the joy of being Jewish.
Bye.
Bye.